Have you finished going to the loo?
Yeah.
That means bathroom over there.
Oh, okay. Hey guys, Lex Style here.
I'm Bat Tracy.
That goes really far back for Punk Rock Blues.
There's 3 of us today.
Is there?
Well, it's the 3rd day of Christmas.
It is.
So spiritually, Santa Claus is always here.
He is always here. It's the 3rd day of Christmas.
And my true love gave to me
3
and
Precious
Danny Bonaducci.
Yeah, it's day 3 of our 25 Days of Christmas of 2020, where we review a Christmas movie every single day of the month. Today's movie was Christmas Survival, otherwise known as Surviving Christmas with the Relatives.
Yes.
Everywhere but in America.
Yes.
Ask me what the story is.
What was the story of this one?
I have no idea. No idea.
Don't really know.
Do you know?
No.
I have no idea. That was when I said
I can
I'd
take a guess.
Okay.
So, my joke,
Okay.
Christmas Survival, a family gets trapped on a desert island on Christmas and has to survive.
Okay.
That's not what it's about.
No.
It's about, I think, this couple,
Yeah.
they're twins, has a house, and they invite all their relatives
Who's
over
twins?
for Christmas. Miriam and Dan had the twins.
No. They have the twins, yeah.
Yes.
It's not Miriam, it's Miranda.
Yes. Miriam
Miriam
Taharia.
is Dan's
Yes.
ex-wife.
Okay, so they bring all the relatives over for Christmas, but it doesn't go exactly according to plan because the sister's like trying to take the house, and then Trent, we'll get into Trent, but then there's like he's a drug addict, and then Harry is Dan's son from a previous marriage, and he's a drug addict. And then Miriam shows up and she's trying to steal the house.
Let's just do the story part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't really know what
We
it's
have
about.
no idea what it's about. It is a British film,
They just kind of hobnob around.
They really do. It makes you wonder.
There's some really funny moments.
I don't know.
Like laugh out loud moments. We both laughed out loud, but
I don't know. I don't know how. We'll get into
very
it.
sparse.
What's your rating?
2 turtle doves. I'm giving this 2 turtle doves because while it had some funny moments, that's very good.
I too give it 2 turtle doves.
I thought so. When we were watching it, I was like, we have the same rating. It's not well received.
I don't know what it's about. Is it a Christmas movie? It definitely takes place on Christmas.
Yeah.
But
and Boxing Day, a lot of it.
Yeah, a lot of Christmas seems to be postponed.
There's been nobody's festive.
How does time
except
work?
for Trent, because
how does time work?
Trent's
in
the only
movie?
one with snow.
I don't understand how time works in this movie, because they're like, oh, it's lunchtime, Uncle John has to eat at lunch, and then the next time, minute, they go, it's already 6 o'clock, and I'm like, they're having lunch at 6 o'clock? What is going on?
They're British.
Yeah, they don't have lunch, I don't know. And it's every single day, every night, there's a lot of scenes that take place at night where they're trying to not wake the kids. It seems like they were up for 3 hours each time. So much happened in the kids are asleep time. Very loud. So much happened.
Also, can I say the backstory behind this? I've had this in my Netflix list for over a year. Since before we did the 25 Days last year. And we finally watched it. And not worth the wait, honestly.
No? See, I
watched it.
I was going to say the same thing.
And then we watched the trailer.
We watched the trailer and it really reeled me in. So I am glad I watched it. I don't regret it. I would probably watch it again.
I would too.
But it wasn't good. No. It is very funny though. It's one of those funny moments. One of those
when Trent falls in the mud, very funny. The part in the trailer, pretty funny.
Yeah. I genuinely would
the stuff with Harry, very funny.
I would genuinely recommend it to anyone. It's a good movie.
If you have an hour and 40 minutes to kill, it's not
It's got
terrible.
Sally Phillips starred
in a not funny role.
I know. You didn't even know who she was. She's from Taskmaster.
He tells me, oh, she's a comedian.
She is a comedian, then she's the straight man of the entire film. No,
not a single joke.
Everyone has a joke but her. She also has brown hair in this movie.
Do you have anything else you want to get through real quick?
I wanted to say, like I said, the trailer reeled me in, and I'm glad we watched it.
Yeah.
You were talking about funny bits, and we were going to get into Trent. Trent's a loon.
Trent's
American.
Trent is played by Michael Landis.
Yeah.
It's not spelled like Landis. It's with an E instead of an I. He played Jimmy Olsen on Lois and Clark: The New Adventures of Superman back in the day. So I was like, whoa. But I didn't know that until I read it. But yeah. And he's a cocaine drug addict
But
alcoholic.
then he very quickly sobers up and decides to change his life around.
Yeah, and
he
starts
as the bad guy.
Going to the roof.
Yeah, all it took was because he got his phone back.
Yeah. He started
Spoiler
the
alert.
movie. Spoiler alert. It's on Netflix for free if you want to go watch it.
You have to have Netflix.
Yeah, but it's free on Netflix. If you pay for Netflix, it's free on Netflix.
Do they have anything behind the paywall?
What do you mean?
Like, if you pay for Netflix, you get everything on Netflix, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not free. So I'm saying it's free with Netflix.
It's free on Netflix if you pay for Netflix.
So is everything else, though.
Yeah, but you're paying for the service, and you get everything for free. Anyways, what was I saying?
We're talking
so he starts as a dick because he's kind of mean and he's like overprotective of his dumb hillbilly son. I don't know why I said hillbilly, he's just fat and ugly. Mm-hmm. But then by the end of the movie, we were legit rooting for Trent. We were like, oh my god, this is the best character. He's a great guy. He's super nice. He's like, listen, I'm going to take your drug addict son off your hands.
I'm a drug addict. We're going to Arizona. Another thing that I was going to bring up is the distance in this movie doesn't make sense because they say they're in the country, but then it's really easy for Dan to go into town to run all those Christmas Eve errands.
Yes.
But then also,
the
Trent's family is very kind of, at the start, they're bothered that they have to drive this far to the country. But then Harry, he gets sent to this rehab, and he can just walk there, and then everyone can just run into town or run out of town.
It's like a 24-hour period where there was a rehab storyline. Yeah. There's so many. Now that I'm thinking back to this movie that we just finished watching, there's so many subplots when you really break it down. Like there's like 7 different subplots going on at once, and they never really resolve any of them.
No. Maybe this is a 5-star movie. There's a water leak that VLAC never fixes.
VLAC. Okay, there's VLAC.
Number one priority.
There's
VTech and Magic.
Vicky and Vicar or Vicar and Magic.
I don't know if Vicar was the name. I think that's a church.
It's Vicar.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And there's Magic. VTech and Magic, they're partners, and we think that they sound both like vacuum brand names.
Yes, you said that. I thought it was funny. And you almost see one of them is Wang.
Yeah.
I don't remember which one.
And you almost see... No, I really thought they were going to show...
Lila naked?
Not Lila. Not Lila. Yeah, that, but then also the grandma, Peggy. Aunt Peggy, because she had the towel wrapped around. I thought when they burst in, she was going to be like, and do like a drop thing. But no. Yeah.
I forgot about that, the vibrator part.
Yeah.
No, they never really did anything
with
that. Yeah. I thought they were going to show her in there being like, Yeah. They did nothing with that.
I think, haven't you said that every movie, there's a 5-star movie in there or something?
No, there's just always one good thing about bad movies. Yeah.
I don't think this was bad, though.
No, it was...
It just is It's just a 2-star movie. That's the basis of it's a 2-star movie.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, I don't think I have much more to say about it. The one thing that I do think to say is, I mentioned it right before we started filming, was I didn't think I could wait a day to film. Because
you'd forget
I don't think I would remember
Now that
this.
we're reminiscing about it, it's fun.
Now that we're reminiscing 15 minutes later.
What do you think about the kid? I liked the daughter actor.
I liked the daughter, and the twins were okay at times.
The twins were fine. They barely were in it. I hated it.
He was a brat. That's a direct line. And who's B? So many characters just pop in and out.
There was... Let's try and name as many characters as we can. There was Dan, Miranda, Miriam, Harry, Trent, Lila, Vicky, Pope Uncle John. The guy that was with him, they never gave a name, so we can't. The twins.
We don't have
We'll count them as 2. Yep. It's 10.
Abby, I think, is maybe
Tyler.
Is Abby the little girl?
I do not know.
I think it's Abby.
B.
We'll
Soon.
Go with Abby.
Okay.
We know she exists
Abby.
at least. You got the priest. Did you
Vicar.
He's the priest. VTech, Magic. The rest of the poles. Just give them 4, 3.
So we're 20.
We're 20. That's probably it.
Yeah, there was more.
Oh, Miss... the lady from the rehab. No, the lady from the rehab. He gave her a funny name. And the guy that worked at the rehab.
Yeah, and the old lady.
There's like 25 people in this movie.
There's a lot.
And out of that 25, 15 are probably in the house at all times.
The people from the village?
The village?
Soccer game.
Oh,
the big game.
And all the people at the party.
Oh my god,
you remember the party.
You're missing one of the biggest moments in the movie, the big game.
That game lasted 2 seconds.
I really like the part where like Harry misses a goal.
Yeah.
Cause Harry's the goalie and he lets a goal past him and his dad's like, "What the fuck, Harry, you idiot, get your head in the game." And then he's like down on himself.
And he's not really down, he just doesn't care. And then Trent comes over, he's like, "It's a stupid game, I know."
Yeah, he's like, "Hey, don't take it to heart, it's a stupid game."
Then there's all the people at that
Trent,
party because they're like, yeah, these are just the village people. They always came to the party.
Yeah.
I really wanted Uncle John to die.
We literally thought someone was gonna die in this movie.
Yeah, the dog was maybe gonna die because the dog takes Viagra. Trent drops Viagra. Trent takes so many Viagras. How many can you take at a time?
I don't know.
Because he takes like 2 within like a very small amount of time.
He's like,
yeah.
As he's about to kiss a girl, he's like,
you hear the one drop, and I called it. I was like, someone's taking that Viagra.
Yeah, I forgot. He was a little bit creepy with the sex stuff with Lila. They didn't explain that.
Because he literally walks up and is
Vicky.
like, yeah.
Maybe they were hooking
Lila
up in the past.
I don't know. He just walked up and was like, your butt looks so good today.
Yeah, and he's like, I just want to take it for a test drive. And she's like, stop. Yeah. No. Yeah, it was weird.
Oh,
but do have to say, out to be the best character.
The best scene in the movie, however, is with Vicky. It's just this random scene of Vicky. She's washing dishes, and all of the cups still have wine or like alcohol in them, like vodka, wine, whatever everyone's drinking. And so she just picks it up, she'll chug it, and she'll rinse it off, and then just put it in the drying rack.
And then she got to the last cup of wine. She drank like half of it and was like, ugh. And then she rinsed it out with the wine still in, and then poured it out. Like, and
then she stumbles off, and then a couple scenes later, she's like, "We were drunk," and it's like, "Yeah, you were drunk. You want to tell everyone how you got that drunk?"
You were drunk. He was high on Viagra.
Yeah. He took so many Viagras in such a short amount of time, though. I don't think that's good for you.
3 or 4.
Really quickly.
Yeah, because he took the one with his wife, and then he took 2 more.
I know he's a drug addict, but I feel like it's Viagra abuse because he just wanted to get hard right away. Yeah. He's a young man. He doesn't need it, probably.
Trent, what are you doing?
Michael Landis, we need to know. We're going to have an interview with you. We'll set it up. We need to know your backstory of Trent because there's a lot going in that head. He did have a funny line.
Listen, yes, we're nerds, and we'd probably ask you about Superman, but that's a show we've never seen.
And he's probably proud of that you about this. He's proud of that time. But also, he does.
How'd you get involved in this?
I think every character does have a good line, at least. But he has a good line.
Except for Uncle John.
Yeah,
I don't like him.
Well, he dies. He kind of dies. He goes, "What did I miss?" He was asleep for like 2 seconds, and then he wakes up and they go, "What did I miss?" His butler just runs up with a needle and stabs it. He's like, "He's gonna die. He missed lunch." Yeah. And he goes, "What did I miss?"
All the ladies are in the they're in the kitchen messing
burning the house down or something. The house burns down like 3 times.
And then the butler's like, "When's lunch?"
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, the grandpa or Uncle Pope John just like passes out on the chair and he runs up with a needle, sticks it. Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah, it shook.
And then there's the part with Harry and Miriam where he smokes a joint that he's had sitting in his wall for a year, and then
in the chimney.
Yeah, it's gross. And then he burns the bed, but it was the most fake
fire. Out of everything that happens in this movie, they couldn't afford fire on a bed.
And there's no budget needed for that.
No, exactly.
You already have the bed. Film that scene last. Just light a match.
A blunt would do that, right?
You light a match?
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. Maybe because they wanted to contain it, right? Or maybe because they needed the blanket to not work?
Yeah,
because the blanket would work.
Yeah.
But like, out of everything
Alright guys, just pretend this is on fire.
Well, it's when the worst part is when they put out the water. You see where the water splashes, and you watch the effect just quickly cut. It just quickly goes away.
Yeah.
But yeah, everything
because they're hitting and the flame is just sitting there.
Yeah. Of everything that happens in this movie and everything that goes wrong, so much catches on fire, and all of it's real except for this one scene where they throw a joint. But no, what I was saying is my favorite line of Trent's is when he goes to the roof and you hear his phone start going off, and he goes, "Man, I've been trapped in the 20th century for 48 hours. All I had to do was come to the roof." I really like that line.
No, he said all I had to do was climb this ladder.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like we talked about this when we were watching it, the romantic subplot of the movie between Harry and Soon.
Oh,
we didn't mention Soon as a character.
You said
B and Soon, there's 2 more.
Soon is English. I said B.
Yeah, she's Japanese, or Chinese.
Chinese.
And
she's learning to speak English. She's a foreign exchange.
And then, so Harry's smoking the joint with her on the roof, which they just had a second joint all of a sudden. They didn't explain that.
And then they got bigger.
Yeah, got bigger.
Trent was okay with him smoking weed. Well,
he's a drug addict.
He's also the uncle. He doesn't care.
This is your last one. We're going to Arizona tomorrow. We're going to get sober.
But then he doesn't leave with Trent.
Then all of a sudden Soon's parents show up.
Yeah.
Where are they from?
Yeah, how quickly? Because they say they're in London, because they show up Buckingham Palace. And they're like, "Oh, I wish I could be there. It's so far." They're there in 5 minutes.
Yeah, and they're like, "We're getting our daughter out of here, you hoodlums, you disrespectful hoodlums."
I do like her line when they're driving away. She goes, "I send you email," and he's like, "I'm gonna learn Chinese." It's a really good movie. I also liked. I liked Harry and Trent. I think they had a good stellar uncle, uncle nephew. Because even in the soccer game, Trent. I think Harry was always looking forward to see Trent because right away the first interaction with them, they're happy together, and the rest of the movie.
There should have been a scene where Harry kind of reminds me of Denny from Meet the Parents. I don't know how well you remember that movie. No. Okay, well, Denny's a character in that movie that never gets brought up in the rest of the movies. So,
got it. I think that's it. I think I'm out Christmas survival talk to myself.
I'm trying to run back all the funny scenes. Oh, the movie ends literally with we talked about the leak in the bedroom. It ends with literally, it falls on them.
Yeah.
Perfect ending.
Comes out?
I don't know.
See, it looked like pancakes fell on them. It was really weird. Because we thought it was going to end with... I don't remember now. Also, Miranda never gets dressed the entire movie. She keeps making jokes. She's like, I don't have time right now. She's constantly in the same pajama set for 3 days. Yeah. That's nasty. Also,
the grandma, what happened to her?
I don't know. No one wears Christmas sweaters in the movie. No one celebrates Christmas at all.
Also, there's a bed on the roof. It's like cold out because everyone's wearing jackets and stuff. But then it's just they're sleeping outside.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Oh, and that. So I don't know how they spent their budget up until the fire scene, because the next scene after the fake fire is Harry looking at the sky, and it's definitely just a picture out of a magazine. Yeah. It doesn't even move.
It's like a painting.
Yeah, it's just a painting.
Yeah, there's no twinkling stars. No. You can literally see like the background, like the canvas.
Yeah.
Like, it looks like a canvas painting.
It's so weird how they lost all that. It's the sky.
You couldn't Google like HD picture of space.
No, you just do this. It's like the same thing. Isn't that a scene of Disaster Artist where they're like, the outside's right there?
Yeah.
And he makes
talking about the alley?
Yeah.
It's not a Mickey Mouse production. It's a real feature-length film.
Now I'm officially out Christmas survival talk myself.
Yeah.
This is the outro. This is the part where we do...
what about...
No.
I did like... This is the last thing, I think. I really did like the bit where she's pushing Uncle John onto the back of the truck.
Very angrily.
And then she shuts it, and it bonks his head, and he's like...
Oh, does it?
Didn't you not see it? No. Yeah, she slams the door.
Because I thought she was going to slam it on the butler.
She slammed the back of it, and it must have hit him right here, because he goes bonk, and he's just like a...
You know, we talk about how modern comedy movies do a lot of stupid stunts.
Yeah, and this one didn't.
This one didn't do it.
It's from 2018.
Every time you thought it was going to do it. There's a lot of stupid or bad stuff that happens to them, but it's always off camera. They just go, oh, they're reacting to it. Yeah. Like how Vicky loses all her hair and then she has it all back the next scene.
And she left too.
Yeah.
Well, she left. She cheated with Trent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trent's still a
great character. I like it. This is the outro. It's the part where we do the outro. I like this video.
He's not redeemable, really. He has a lot of bad qualities, but he's the best.
Keep getting that.
Dan, I guess, is all right.
He's the modern day Hugh Grant.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the outro. It's the part where we do the outro. Like this video, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. It really helps the channel out a lot. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos and hit that notification bell so you get us all the time. It's free and you can always change your mind. And we have like videos every day this month.
Yeah, 25.
Yeah.
We're on only 3. You got 22 to go.
You got a lot left.
So,
who are you?
I'm Bat Tracy. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Stardust at BatTracy01.
I've been Lex Dahl. You can follow me on Instagram at StraightAtheistShirk and on Twitter at IdiotDoll. Really?
I'm like a comedian. You know, they take drinks in the middle of their set.
Yeah, in the outro. If you ever seen... Thank you. You've all been wonderful tonight.
Yeah. If you want to follow the channel, you can give us a follow over at Instagram or Twitter or YouTube, which is here with a subscribe, at Punk Rock Blues.
And you can pledge to our Patreon at patreon.com/punkrockblues. Chuck us $1 or $3 or $25 or 3. You know what? Just do 3 today because it's the 3rd. We'll just stick with 3. I was gonna say before we started filming that I thought this was gonna be our shortest 25 Days of Christmas video.
I did too, and I was trying to like lengthen it, but then we just
had fun. It was a good video, one of our best recently. That's all. Tomorrow is
Tiny Christmas.
Well, we're supposed to hold it up, so let me grab it, I guess. Tomorrow is Tiny Christmas! Oh my god. Dad said that he did not tell us to watch this.
He definitely did.
I does not remember this existed. Bye-bye.